All right, so let's talk about I want to think about an objection. First of all, they want to think about it. They say they're going to buy later. The real, that is not the real objection, right? So it's a smokescreen objection. So what does that mean? It really boils down to something else about the money, something about their situation, or too many pieces. So you want to isolate the objection because they don't need more time. It's not like all of a sudden more time is going to give them an answer. It's they need more information, which is what you're there for. You're going to let them contemplate for a day or a week or a month on their own without you, the expert, right there. You have to understand that everybody loves Cutco. Everybody wants it. Everybody deserves it. And so even your demos that didn't buy, they still wanted it. So it's your job to help them get it. Okay. And it's just whatever they feel most comfortable with getting today. Now, when you close on the homemaker, it's going to be your most popular set. It's also going to be a 90% failure rate, meaning 90% of the time, they're not going to get a homemaker. They're going to drop down to $400 or $500 order of pieces, and that's normal. But what happens is that if you don't close the deal right away, it's never going to happen. I had over a dozen people my first summer that almost bought. They were super close. They said they wanted to think about it. And then I called them by the end of the summer. And even that year, guess how many went through? None of them, right? One of them still bought a couple pieces for like $100, but I had ultimate signatures, homemakers on there. I'm like, why would I show them something smaller? Why would I even drop down now? And they said they're going to get something later. So I missed out on a ton of sales because they could have been a $500 simple order to start with, and they would have loved it and bought a bunch more eventually, but they ended up buying nothing. So I'd have rather had 12 orders of 500 to sell 6,000 than 12 promise orders that never, ever go through. So as a new rep, you believe the customer. As a veteran rep, you realize they're full of it. Not really, but they aren't going to buy. Too many other things on their mind. Okay, and one reason is folding memory. So think about the value. There we go. Think about the value is the whole paper here. The price is $1,619 for this example. All right, so it's fact that within hours of learning something or hearing about something, you start forgetting things, right? And so within a day or two, you've forgotten almost all of what you learned, unless if you practiced it, which they're not practicing by knives, okay? So when you think about the folding memory, you leave, and literally within an hour, that value is cut in half, and guess what? The price is still $1,619. And then they think about it over dinner. A couple hours later, all of a sudden, half the value, really a quarter of the value now, and 1,600 still. And then they sleep on it, and then it's all only this much value, still same price. And then they when they're supposed to call you back in a day or two, when they get paid, it's still 1,619, and it is still not much value. All right, because you would they don't have it fresh in their mind. They forgot a lot. They forgot all the videos of how amazing Cutco was. They forgot about the facts and the forever guarantee and all of your stories and tying into you. So anyway, what I'm getting at is if they don't buy now, they will never buy. You want to do everything you can to get them a sale, even if it's just a trimmer today. So what you want to do is you want to do the objection cycle, which means you want to understand and agree with them. You want to hear them out. And then you want to get them saying yes, okay, into that they like Cutco. And then you want to isolate the objection and then offer a solution. All right. And it's this cycle. So if they're like, it's too much on the homemaker, let's say, totally get it. I'm sure you didn't wake up with $2,000 in your pillowcase waiting for the Cutco guy to give you a call. So I totally get it. It can be a lot to spend all at once. If you don't mind me asking, is it let's say they want to think about it, right? If you don't mind me asking, is it just that it's too much money? Is it that it's too many pieces? Is it that it's just bad timing? If you don't mind me asking, to just help me out here, so I can give you some solutions and see what I can do to help. Okay, then you listen, understand, agree with them, and let's just say they're like, yeah, it really just comes down to be too much money, right? So maybe that is the isolated objection. Cool. So if you don't mind me asking, is it just too much for your budget? Do you feel like it's too much for the knives? What is it? So you want to get down to, do they not feel the value is there? Which means you need to do a better job on your demo. All right. The value should for sure be there if you're doing the full demonstration with a married person over 30 who owns a home. So then you go through that, and then you want to seek to understand. And they might go, there's way too many pieces for us. Okay, then you go through that. And if they want a smaller set, then you might want to drop down. Do they know that there's a smaller set yet? No. All they know is that buying the homemaker right now in full is their option. They don't know about smaller sets or combos or pieces or deals. So you want to figure that out. So you basically go through the objection cycle that way. You say, cool, well, is it, again, is it too much money for the pieces, too much money overall? Cool. Well, we have Johnny who's got, he's got college, or we have, we're doing a home remodel, or we just have some bills coming up. Everyone's got bills. Everyone has things to pay for. They all have credit cards and they all get things that they want. If they don't spend $1,600 with you right now, I hope you're not naive enough to think they're not going to spend $1,600. And they're like, oh my gosh, college tuition went up this year for Johnny, so we're having rice and beans for the year. No. Or if their refrigerator goes out, you really think they're going to go, oh, just like we told our Cutco person, now is bad timing. We're just going to have non-perishable food items, and we're on that kind of diet until next year, when we can save up. No, they're going to get what they want, and we just need to do a better job on our demos. So when you isolate the objection, right, and you get some yeses, meaning, hey, Mrs. Jones, so you like Cutco, right? Okay, because they're used to saying no. You want to get them out of this no cycle. So it's like, hey, well, you like Cutco, right? Okay, and if you were to get Cutco, would you get this set eventually? Okay, they might right there say no. Oh, okay, well, we have smaller sets. Just you don't have to get all this all at once. So that's where we drop down to smaller set. That they might say yes, I'd get this set totally, whether it's the ultimate, homemaker, signature, whatever set it is. And then it's okay. Well, if you like Cutco, and this is the set you'd get, and you feel like it's valuable, like you'd get good use out of it, like you'd have it forever. Okay, cool. And you like helping out a nice, hardworking person. Okay, cool. Well, I want to help you get it. Obviously, no pressure at all. I'm gonna give you some options, but if it's not good timing, don't worry about it. You can tell me no all you want. No hard feelings. I won't take it personally. But just so you know, you can actually split this up into 5 months and interest free. So let's say it goes down to 400. Cool. And then say, can you afford that? Is that a little bit easier for your budget? Cool. And then they still may say no, right? And then you drop down to smaller sets. You just keep working and you keep asking questions. You're on their side. You are not against them. You are a team. You are an assistant shopper with them. You are a team. They all love Cutco. They want it. It's your job to help them get it. So then you may drop down to some pieces, right? People need to say no 6, 7, 8, 9 times usually before there's yes. So by asking a lot of questions and paring things down and sidestepping to what is best for them, and you're getting really good information, that's key. Like I'd rather have you get 10 no's and get dropped down to a trimmer than get no no's and get or 1 no and have them have a promise homemaker for tomorrow. So it's good. It means you maxed out the sale. You helped them with what was most comfortable with today. So when you do that and you do the objection cycle, you get down to, let's say, a handful of pieces. Most orders are going to be around $400, handful of pieces. Awesome, great job. But they might pay in full there. You might go, oh, and it's called planned spontaneity, where you bring it up after the fact of like planning to be spontaneous of, oh, Mrs. Jones, just so you know, I see you wanted the homemaker, right? Okay. And you just feel like it was kind of a lot right now, like the whole 1,600. Okay, cool. But you're going to get these pieces. You're going to love them for like 400. Awesome. What if you could spend less today and actually get your homemaker? What? Yeah. So sorry if I didn't make this clear, right? Blame yourself. Just so you know, it's like $360 to get the homemaker, like on a 5-pay. Now you get all the pieces, you get a great deal with these items for free. So actually look at all this money that you're saving, Mrs. Jones. How would you want to, like, would you feel comfortable with that? If not, okay, not a big deal. If yes, you're gonna have some people where you upserve them. They say no to the homemaker, you drop down to a handful of pieces and you jump right back up to a homemaker. So they just need a deal. They're still going to get all the stuff that they are getting. They're still going to live life no matter what their situation is. It's not like they cut everything off and sorry, you caught them at a bad time. Every customer you have is just like everyone else in the nation. Of our 19 million customers and our 60% closing ratio, you have to find a way to help them feel comfortable with getting what they want and also finding solutions for their objections. So hopefully that helps. Promise sales aren't going to happen. There's lots of other videos you can watch on this stuff, but this is one that will help you right now to close orders and help you on your Cutco journey. Good luck.